What happens if you look at UV light? 7 amazing facts you should know. But do you know that UV light can cause retinal damage just like the solar eclipse or electric arc? Looking at UV light is not safe whether it comes from the sun or other sources. What is UV light? Naturally, UV light or ultraviolet light is present in sunlight. Solar ultraviolet light makes up 10% of the total electromagnetic radiation that comes from the sun. Is UV light visible? Generally, UV light is invisible to the human eye. However, near UV light is visible to insects, fish, birds, and some mammals. What happens if you accidentally look at UV light? Looking at the intense UV light for a longer period of more than 10 seconds can damage your eyes, including retinal damage, cataracts, and myopia. However, exposure to UV light for a long duration can promote the aging of your eyes as well as increase the risk of many eye diseases. Is it dangerous to look at UV light? However, when you look at the bright glare of UV rays directly either for a short time or longer, UV light can harm your vision and result in various eye diseases such as cornea sunburn. UV light is harmful to everyone, especially children and young adults who are more at risk for eye damage from UV radiation. What happens when you are exposed to UV light? Vitamin D helps to regulate blood pressure, insulin secretion, calcium metabolism, and immunity. However, vitamin D lamps or sun lamps that emit UVB light are also useful to get vitamin D. Yet natural sunlight and food are better options to obtain vitamin D. What happens when you stare at UV light? It results in the aging of your eyes, loss of vision, and skin cancer around your eyelids. Never stare at the dazzling UV light because it can make your eyes sensitive to light and can lead to flash arc and/or other potential chronic damages to your eyes. Can overexposure to UV light and bulbs damage your eyes? No doubt, exposure to UV light is harmful whether it comes from the sun, UV bulbs, or any other source. Hence, UV light bulbs are equally harmful just like the sun for your eyes. Is radiation of sun dangerous to human eyes? The ultraviolet radiation from the sun is hazardous to your eyes and skin. But even at that time, the flashy sun is not safe to look at because it can cause arc eye or flash burn. How does ultraviolet light damage your eyes? Exposure to UV light without eye protection increases the risk of eye diseases that leads to blindness. Thus, UV radiation is the main cause of skin cancer in many countries, including the USA. Is UV light safe? Solar UV light consists of 3 types of radiation: UVA, UVB, and U. UVB rays penetrate deep into the skin and damage the DNA and lead to sunburn, wrinkles, premature aging, and skin cancer. Signs of UV light exposure and its treatment. Frequent exposure to direct UV light can make you sick. You can experience darkening of the skin, wrinkles, sunburn, solar keratitis, redness and tearing of your eyes, temporary vision loss, and premature aging. Frequently asked questions. Can you go blind from looking at UV light? However, overexposure to direct ultraviolet rays for a long duration can lead to snow blindness, sunburn, photokeratitis, and temporary vision loss. It's a painful condition and must be treated properly. How to protect your eyes from UV light? Surely, moderate exposure to ultraviolet light is necessary for healthy bones and better health. Always use sunglasses, a sun hat, and a good sunscreen to protect your eyes and skin from the potential damage from strong UV radiation. Which type of radiation is more harmful? Since UV light consists of 3 types of radiation, but the UV is the most harmful type of radiation. But thanks to the ozone layer, it is entirely filtered by our atmosphere and is blocked there. Bottom lines. We may conclude that ultraviolet light is dangerous to your eyes and skin if you're exposed to UV radiation without protection. It's very essential to be careful and well protected when you move around UV light to avoid sunburn, corneal damage, arc eye, suntan, and cancer.